Legion. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review something that just premiered on Netflix, a Netflix original series, Trailer Park Boys Out of the Park, Europe. And what this was, it was an 8-part series. I binge watched it. I started watching it yesterday, and I took a break to see Halloween Spookies and be the first one to review that on YouTube, which is pretty weird. I've never been... it's tough enough being in a fast food, world premiere fast food, being the first review of fast food item, but really tough being the first one to review a movie. So I thought that was cool. I finished watching it today. What it was is 8-part, not a half hour, like 22 minutes, 23 minute series, 8 parts. And what they did was SwearNet sent them to Europe, and they thought they were just going to go to Amsterdam and get high and drunk and all this other stuff and cause hell. And they said they didn't read their contract. There's this one guy, there's this tour bus that they went on, like a double-decker one. And the first episode's kind of like setting stuff up. And there's this guy that was on the bus that's like the authority for the SwearNet. He's kind of a real jerk. And he said, you didn't read your contracts. You have to perform all these tasks in order to get paid. There's no pay. You get free airfare and stuff like that. And there's some of the tasks like get underwear from Buckingham Palace or like sing with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Sometimes they'll get like, wear traditional clogs for when they went to Amsterdam. And they'll get like sometimes coupons to buy stuff like that for their task, or they'll have to steal it. And then if... they might get a certain amount of money, $25 or €25, or $100 or $100 or $1,000 or maybe $10,000, depending on the test. And there's always a technicality. Usually, for the most part, I don't want to give that much away, but I mean, there's always like a catch. There's one thing where they did this once where he had to steal a dildo from this, a strap-on dildo. It had to be at least 10 inches long, I guess, from the sex shop in Europe, and he had to go around having sex with statues and stuff like that. I mean, it's, for the most part, it's really a different idea, but it's just Rick, Julian, and Bubbles. No one else from Trailer Park Boys are in the thing. No Mr. Leahy or anyone like that in this one. Just those three. And they're really mad at, they're always, well, I don't want to give anything away, but I mean, they do meet some people. They meet Sebastian Bach and who the else was it? Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And there's some other celebrities that are populous in that area. Like there's one boxer and a comedian who was very annoying in the first episode. He was really annoying, and some other stuff in the middle. And they go to the ice bar in Norway and Oslo, which was pretty cool. It was really interesting. I not like their best work, but I did enjoy it. I binge watched the whole thing. It's brand new now on Netflix, 8 episodes. You can probably breeze through those, no problem. Sometimes the things are really funny. Sometimes they're not. It's still not as good as Don't Legalize It. Don't Legalize It was probably the best thing I've ever seen them do. But it's still a lot of fun. I think you'll like it. I want to thank my buddy Tony for making a really cool thumbnail and then putting me in a photo on the thumbnail. I liked the show. I thought it was very entertaining and definitely... interesting one. I mean, the first episode, I wasn't completely sure if it was their best work, but then it got more and more interesting as it goes along. And then it's really weird because sometimes it just drops off. It just ends. It ends real abruptly, the episodes. But I mean, they go on these little adventures to see if they can complete these different tasks. Some are easier than others, and maybe they might succeed in the task, maybe they won't. But the guy that's in charge of giving them the task is a real jerk. I think you end up sympathizing with the Trailer Park Boys on this. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'd probably give that an 8.5 out of 10. Still not their best work. I still think their best thing is Don't Legalize It, which was fantastic. But this was pretty good too. So there you have it for my review of Trailer Park Boys Out of Europe. Trailer Park Boys Out of the Park Europe. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion, and don't get greasy. Greasy.